Alright, so it's the month of February. A lot of you outdoorsmen, hunters, campers, whatever, some of you guys are probably ice fishing right now, or snowmobiling, whatever it is. You're on the ice. I wanted to make a video series of ice fishing or just being on the ice safety tips. So I don't want to make this too long of a video. I just want to show you guys what I use usually for when I go ice fishing, the certain safety, I guess, kits I bring with me. I'll bring a little, like a large actually Ziploc bag, and then I'll put my hat, my gloves, a pack of hot hands, a lighter, and a pair of wool socks. But the reason why I bring a bag filled with, you know, my socks, my gloves, hat, lighter, whatever it is sometimes I'll put my regular like fleece gloves. I like these fingerless fleece gloves. Fleece is terrible when it gets wet. Once it gets wet, it's done. It's soaked, it gets heavy, and then it'll start to freeze if you're out there and you're not in a tent. But sometimes I'll put these on the ground, and since if there's a heater in there, or even our body heat, since the ice beneath us is like warming up a little bit, it'll start to get wet, and whatever's there will get wet. So once my gloves are there, you know, they're pretty much soaked, and I've been screwed a few times where I'd have to like hang them from my tent, or like, you know, try to keep them inside and try to dry them out, but it never works out. So I usually put my hat, like I said before, gloves, whatever. So if that happens, I can kind of, you know, put them back on, I'll be good. You know, I'll put those back in there. I obviously bring a lighter just in case, let's say I fall through the ice and I need to make a fire quick. The gloves and the hat and the socks are perfect for that, and even the hot hands. So if I were to fall through the ice and manage to get out after, what I do is I'd first take all my clothes off. I'll put my hat on, my gloves on, my socks on, and then I'll get maybe hand warmers, tuck them in between my armpits here, because that's where you lose heat the most, right? Your hat, feet, armpits, you know, your fingers. So I want to cover all those areas first. And then you could do your warm-ups and your push-ups, whatever, or make your way back to the truck. And you should have a blanket and even extra clothes always when you're on the ice in general. But that's the tips I wanted to go through. I don't want to make this too long. I'm going to be doing a lot more. Let me know what you guys want me to cover. I'm going to be going through maybe my safety bag. So I bring a little bag like this, and I have a med kit sometimes, and I change it up a little bit, and I'll go through that another time. And I also like to bring emergency blanket. So to sum it up, I'll bring a backpacking bag or hiking bag, 65 liters, emergency blanket, the bag of hat and gloves and all that, and a medic bag. And then you could add certain other stuff, but those are the main things that I like to go for, where I know if something bad happens, I'm gonna be good.